We got a lot of literary submissions this year, or this New Art night, and we've always had literary submissions in previous New Art nights. People have read short stories or poems, things like that. But it was sort of like, balance that there were as many literary submissions as theater submissions, and I wanted to keep it as a sort of theater event. So I thought, what can we do to theatricalize this? So I took literary submissions and I sat down with 3 beautiful and talented gentlemen. And we just sort of spent 3 hours in a coffee shop down the street hashing through themes and strong lines and stuff like that. And then we came in this room for 3 hours, which was generously donated by 1 or 2 for our use, and just kind of made a thing. And we gave ourselves a sort of general structure, and now we're going to improvise off of that general structure. So this is called Punch/Kiss. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Can we use this? Yeah, no, yeah, set that out. That's the other thing. We make this up. We make up the sort of order of it every time, and we also kind of just take whatever is in the room and put it on stage, and then that becomes something this way. This is Andrew Gaboury and Alex Plouffe and Anthony MacMahon.
Should I wait for endless beauty? Or hope for continuous warmth?
Pushing forward. Fast. Fast.
Should I wait for endless darkness? Or hope for continuous warmth?
It all happens in one moment.
One more adventure.
You. Not you. Someone else.
You.
Him. Not you, him.
She grows and finds an urge to leave home. She wants to meet new people, to try new things, to travel, see the world. It's in her genes.
One more adventure. She didn't want to pause for a moment. It wasn't in her genes.
The fear of leaving, the thrill of traveling, the crossing of a new threshold.
Deceiving sun and lying skies.
Bleak clouds break to the setting sun.
Pushing forward faster.
Blinding sphere approaches day.
See the world. It takes but a moment.
It all happens in a moment.
It only takes a moment.
It only takes a moment.
On my walk over, I made sure to expect the worst. That she wouldn't be there and I'd probably be stuck with a latte that was subpar.
I wrap my tired arms around your closed-off flesh. Tried to beat into you. I love you. I love. You just shook it off. Wiped it clean with a glove. Can't wait to see what happens next.
On my walk over, I made sure to expect the worst, that she probably wouldn't be there and I'd be stuck with a subpar latte, even though it would probably be fine. My mind wouldn't let me enjoy it as much because it wouldn't be the redhead who would have made it.
Goddamn this living, goddamn this mess. Shoebox full of laces and letters of bilk, razor blade, apples, and cyanide milk. I stare at the ceiling, but I can't make it work. Goddamn this living. Goddamn my soul, it's not what I want, I just can't control.
Then when I entered, as expected, there's no red hair in sight. No tall, beautiful smile anywhere, just an average type knockout of a woman. But my nothing comparison for the redhead, my mind wouldn't let me forget.
I can see the end so clear, why can't you? Why can't you see it too? There's just so much everything and everything's you. Cigarette burns on the back of your hand, candy-coated meth balls to make you subdue, jet fuel and ashes cover the earth. Life is for living from day one of your birth, but I just can't stand the fuss and the shit. Goddamn this living, it's not... I don't see the worth.
A couple of minutes pass. I'm in no real rush. There's no line. I'm the only one, and it's getting late. When the brunette turns to me, a tall latte, I say, some wayward longing in my voice.
There's only escape in shadow and dust. Kick off the bed sheets and roll in the crush of this 5-star traveling daydream peep show. The playground's on fire and all the children know. God damn the sinners and saints meet there too. Just an average night in the life of a muse.
And as the words exit my mouth, there she is, as if summoned by my very order.
The shallow rise and fall of the battered and broken make me feel so alive.
Sometimes I'm sitting there talking to someone and I wonder what would happen if I either kissed you on the mouth or punched you in the face right now.
I feel so unspoken of words that elude me again and again.
Yeah, I think I'll go back there.
And I'm tired. It's time to end.
It only takes a moment.
It only takes a moment. But a moment.
Takes but a moment.
It only takes a moment. Should I wait for endless darkness?
Or hope for continuous warmth.
Or hope for continuous warmth?
Continue with warmth.
Continuous warmth.
Continue with warmth.
Tenderness and bliss.
A longing, and then a kiss. A grand piano, under the right circumstances, can put the fear of God into you. Imagine a bunch of guys moving a piano. Any guys, movers, musicians, technicians, tuners. Your mom trying to dust in behind an old upright. It's the same look on their faces, a mix of fear and pain and intense focus. A grand piano is unimaginably heavy, but delicate, complex, and articulate. All wood and ivory and steel. An old world wonder. The well-made ones are worth more than my parents' house, and when it's polished right and its lid is at the full stick. A grand piano shines. Like a promise and a nightmare.
Pick the old tired blossoms from her hair.
You ever seen a grand piano in someone's living room? They look ridiculous.
Tired of feeling let down the river.
They look too big. Too dangerous to be allowed. They look like a mountain lion sitting in a swanky hotel lobby. I'm sure there are fewer people afraid of mountain lions than there are afraid of grand pianos.
Seeing sun and lying sky.
Anyone who's had to move one would know. The grand piano's natural habitat is the stage, and they look natural in it. At rest, like the safest, calmest, most unmoving thing in the world. It's lying to you. Adam Rapp wrote that a grand piano sits like a homicide waiting to happen. He wasn't wrong.
Tyrophilia lies down in the river.
The piano in the theater where I used to work lived in its own little climate-controlled room under the stage where it wasn't in use. It had a custom-made quilted cover with little paper signs on top of it that cited the piano's exact dollar value, which is how I know that it cost more than my parents' house. And went on to say that we were not allowed to put anything on top of it. Not our coffees, not our papers, don't breathe on it, don't even think about it. In fact, just don't even be in the same room as it! They say that an existential crisis isn't moving a grand piano and being afraid of pushing it off the edge, but being afraid because you know deep down that you could, if you wanted to. darkness? Or hope for continuous warmth?
She reaches into the pocket of her worn-out jeans, pulling out the key and leaving it behind to travel.
She didn't want to pause for a moment. It wasn't in her jeans.
It only takes a moment.
Takes but a moment.
It only takes a moment.
All it takes is a moment.